The digital world has a constant flow of information coming in from the net. Yggdrasil, the host computer for the digital world, maintains, or at least tries to maintain, the order and stability of the digital world. Because of the vast amount of information coming in from the net and the accumulation of data from Digimon evolving, the digital world is reaching maximum capacity. And should the data go over maximum capacity, it presents a digital hazard, where the entire digital world can explode and destroy even Yggdrasil itself. In order to prevent this, Yggdrasil initiated Project ARC, a multi-step emergency plan that would create a new digital world. The goal of the new digital world is to exist outside of Yggdrasil, thus making it so that information isn't stored on the host computer itself. With the data being stored outside of Yggdrasil, there's no risk to the digital world. This new digital world will be separated into 3 terminal layers: Illud, Versendi, and Skuld. Skuld represents the future, and any Digimon that go through evolution artificially would inhabit that layer. Think of Digimon like Mugendramon and Andromon. Illud represents the past, and any ancient Digimon would inhabit this layer, like Dinosaur Digimon. I would also imagine Digimon like Pheromon would also inhabit this layer. And Versendi represents the present, and all other Digimon would inhabit this layer. But this does come at a cost. Only 2% of the entire digital world population would be transferred to this new digital world. The other 98%, Yggdrasil gave the order to the Royal Knights to eliminate them in order to free up storage. To aid the Royal Knights, the X program, otherwise known as the Digimon Elimination Program, was created. It was created to systematically delete every Digimon in the digital world and to optimize Yggdrasil's capacity. There was little hope for the Digimon who fell victim to the X program. Those who did not die by the X program or found themselves bold enough to fight were eliminated by the Royal Knights. Some Digimon with high survival instincts took a risk. They took the X program and incorporated it into the Digicores in hopes of overcoming the X program. And it worked. It led to the creation of the X-Antibody. And those with high amounts of X-Antibodies would undergo a special kind of evolution, X-evolution. The new form would enhance the Digimon with new or improved traits. But that's only if the presence of the X-Antibody was high enough, thus leading Digimon to attack other Digimon to acquire their X-Antibodies. And the X-Antibody is not a permanent solution, since more exposure to the X program would cause the X-Antibody to expire. Digimon that were born naturally with the X-Antibody, though, their antibody do not expire, and they're constantly being hunted for that X-Antibody. So these Digimon had one of 2 options: continually acquire more X-Antibodies, or flee to the new digital world. And the Digimon who fled to the new digital world were met with another threat: Yggdrasil, who detected their presence and sent the Royal Knights in to pursue them. Of course, these Digimon would fight back for their right to exist. With no other choice, Yggdrasil goes deep into its storage to awaken Death-X, causing Digimon to undergo Death-X evolution. This eventually leads up to the creation of Death-Xmon, who technically isn't a Digimon, since it lacks a Digicore. It's effectively a zombie, as it devours the Digicores of other Digimon. Or I like to think of it more as like a Heartless from Kingdom Hearts, which effectively that's what a Digicore is. It's the heart, mind, and soul of a Digimon. But the plan backfires, as the very existence of Death-Xmon threatens the very existence of the new digital world. For lore purposes, that's kind of where this ends, but there's a couple pieces of media that do address the problem of Death-Xmon. So if you don't want to be spoiled to X Evolution and Chronicle, this is where I'm going to kick you off now. Thank you all for watching. In X Evolution, Death-Xmon appears to both Omegamon and Alphamon as they confront Yggdrasil's core. They fight against it, but Alphamon notices that any damage done to Death-Xmon is also done to himself. Noticing this, he sacrifices himself, impaling both himself and Death-Xmon with his Uroken. After sacrificing himself, he gives his X-Antibody to Omegamon, who then transforms into Omegamon X-Antibody. Omegamon uses All Delete to destroy Yggdrasil's core, allowing him, Dukemon, Doromon, and Tokomon to live in the new digital world in peace. In Chronicle, Death-Xmon is transferred to the Skull Terminal and removed the Doromon life data, which caused it to evolve into Death-Xmon. Omegamon fights against it but is unable to defeat it. Alphamon and Ryuumon head to the Skull Terminal. They fight against Death-Xmon, but Ryuumon is defeated, and Alphamon absorbs Ryuumon's data to become Alphamon Ryukin to defeat Death-Xmon. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Did I miss anything? Let me know down in the comments, and I will see you all next time.